Hello everyone, hoping everyone is having a good one. If you are new here, end up enjoying today's content, make sure you hit that like button and red subscribe button before you leave the video. You can also follow me on all social medias at BladeMiss, spelled exactly how the YouTube channel username is spelled. And if you're looking for some more content, just click on channel, videos, and see what we have in store. Now we're going to talk about 3 players here in Road to 1 Million Stubs that I want you guys to take a look at and maybe invest. We're going to start off with Trevor Story, and I do have to say that you might want to be a little careful when you invest into Trevor Story, just because his price could deflate over the following week if he starts underperforming. But to me, if you want to be safe, you could also invest in him now. I think that his price is probably going to settle around there for the time being, but if he gets really hot this week and just keeps on hitting dingers, especially off of right-handers, then his price is going to skyrocket a bit. But let's get into the stats. His averages are 315 batting average versus lefties, 633 slugging versus lefties. His average against righties is 255, slugging 482. This year versus lefties, he's hitting 318, slugging 470. Versus righties, he's hitting 284, slugging 599. So clearly those versus right-handed numbers have increased big time, but that power versus left-handers has suffered big time. So what I think will occur to him is he's going to get attributes increase versus right-handers. He's going to get some points taken away in terms of power versus left, but it's still going to be either middle 90s or low 90s. But when I say low, I'm talking 92, the lowest. And I think that in order to get him to diamond, what they will do is they will go ahead and give him some extra points to his contact versus left and get it into maybe the middle 80s, and there he will be good to go. He definitely has diamond potential. Once again, it's a little tricky whether or not to invest in him right now. I say if you want to be safe, you invest in him right now, but if you like taking chances and taking risks, then of course you can wait a little bit longer. He might go 0 for 3 the next 2-3 games, and his price will plummet a bit, and you'll be able to go ahead and invest in him and probably not spend as many stubs. Next on the list is Howie Kendrick. Now Howie Kendrick versus left-handers, his 3-year average is 320, slugging 511, versus right-handers 312, slugging 495. To me, it's a surprise that he didn't go silver in the last update, but there are a bunch of cards that were surprises that they didn't get upgraded that we have for the Road to 1 Million. So you guys are going to want to be checking back on this episode or on the daily episodes every day, checking on them, because we're going to be sneaking in a lot of players that could get the upgrades. Now Howie Kendrick, in the last 14 days, he's been the hottest hitter, hitting over 500. His stats versus left-handers this year is he's hitting 386, slugging 636, versus right-handers 297, slugging 560. I see a power versus right increase, and his attributes versus left-handers increased as well. I see him going silver. Once he starts selling for, I would say, above 250 in terms of buy now, that's when I would start going ahead and selling him. And if he goes above 300, then that's easy. You start selling him right there. But if you want to do exchanges, then of course you invest in him now, and then when he goes silver, you just do a bunch of exchanges. Now next on the list is going to be the final one for today. We're going to be doing this every day, so in total it's going to be done starting this Saturday. We will be doing it all the way until Thursday of the next roster update. So I don't know exactly the math off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to be at least 28 players at least that I will be giving you guys to invest in. So last but not least, we got Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson, his 3-year averages versus left-handers, he's hitting 187, slugging 293, versus right-handers 251, slugging 548. Now this year versus left-handers, he's hitting 190, slugging 238, versus right-handers 287, slugging 728. Now I do have to say, this year versus left-handers, he only has 21 at-bats, so I don't think that's enough for them to take into consideration and go ahead and just extremely decrease his left-handed attributes. So what I think will happen is he's just going to get a +6 maybe to his right-handed attributes, or enough to get his power versus right to 100, which would be a +5, and then maybe get a +5 in contact versus right. And I think that's going to be enough to actually push him to gold, and then he'll be the next gold from the Dodgers. And right now for 471, he's not a bad investment, and he's been pretty hot. I'm pretty sure he's hitting over 450 the last 7 days, so that's another great player to invest in my opinion. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, red subscribe button before you leave the channel in which the video is ending, so make sure you hit it. Also, If you're looking for some more content, go ahead and click on the channel, click on videos, and don't forget to follow me on all social medias at BladeMiss, spelled exactly the same way as the YouTube channel username. Peace out.